Hey guys, Tim here, and I was sitting here just putting some Anime Insider issues in some magazine sleeves that I picked up earlier this week. Finally putting those in some sleeves and gonna protect them. Still need to get some sort of, I guess, more magazine holders like those over there. I might use those, or I might just go with the good old comic book boxes. Not really sure, just because I do like those, and I have some shelves in mind that I plan to buy that would allow me to store those and display them easily. That I can pull them out and read them, because I do like to go back and read old magazine issues whenever I'm just like, whenever I do have very limited like downtime and just want to do something fun and feel nostalgic and stuff, because I'm old and I like nostalgic things like that. But anyway, it's time for my semi-annual manga collection update. Usually I try to do these once a year whenever I don't forget, though I have been known to forget. But didn't buy a ton of manga last year. Got quite a bit. Got mostly, yeah. Last year I don't even know if I actually bought any English manga. I may have finally made the full transition to just buying Japanese. So whenever the year started, I had maybe from around this shelf up, and did I have any more? I had those Nana and like that shelf down. I had those three shelves and those four shelves, and that's all the Japanese manga that I pretty much had. I believe that's about all I had. So I bought that shelf full, and um, so there was that shelf, there was that shelf, that shelf, that shelf, and that shelf. And I believe that's most of the manga that I bought last year. Don't think I bought any English manga. If I did, it was not many, so not a whole lot. Did buy quite a few buyings for anime. It expanded that quite a bit. Got that full shelf of anime there that I still don't have room for in the living room, which is on the other side of that door. And I have like two giant shelves that I got from Best Buy years ago, and those are full, and some stuff there. But um, I'd say the manga collection is somewhere between 4,000 and 4,500 volumes, and I count volumes by per volume. Like any omnibus I have is just one volume, because that's the proper way to count manga, in my opinion. I would like to make a video about that eventually, where people count it as like the 3-in-1s or three manga volumes. It's like, no, it's one volume. It's like, if you have a graphic novel collection, you're not going to count all the single comic book issues that are in that bound graphic novel. That would be stupid. So, but anyway, we're gonna go through hopefully everything again. Not a lot has changed, so not a lot to go over as far as new things, but just gonna go over the old things for anyone that didn't watch my old videos. But yeah, planning to buy a lot of manga this year. I don't want to go into too many details on it so far, but the only thing that I bought so far this year from manga is like those 25, no, it's 24 volumes of Eden Zero. And this year I'm going to buy some different shelves, and I'm going to just put all the manga that I buy this year on those shelves. And at the end of the year or beginning of next year, I'll put them all away, because I think it'd be cool to like compare just like where the manga collection was, all the stuff that I've bought for the year, and then go into it that way. But anyway, let's get on with it and go over the first few shelves. Not sure how many this is, but we have some Bleach volumes, Record of a Fallen Vampire, Demon Slayer. Again, none of these are going to be anything new, just because I stopped buying English manga and just not buying them anymore. But up here we have like old One Piece figures, some Dragon Ball Z figures. Well, it's not really a figure, it's toys from back in the day, like Mattel and Jakks Pacific, stuff like that. We have a Yamato box that I need to eventually put away. We have some old English box sets. Might actually still buy those, just because I would like to have the One Piece ones. And I'd like to finish off the Bleach boxes and the Naruto ones. Those are three that I would actually like to buy. I would like to have those in English, even though it would give me tons of duplicates, but I would like to have those eventually. Anyway, we have Beyblade, Bastard, Hayate the Combat Butler, Come and Communicate, AI Love You, Love Hina, Nagima, UQ Holder, Maitsu no Koku, Sand Chronicles, Beat the Vondale Buster, which is only one volume away from having the full English set. I don't believe Viz ever got around to releasing any more of those, even though it's, how many is it up to now? It finally came out of hiatus. It was on hiatus for like 12, 13 years. It was on hiatus for a long time and never thought it'd come back, but eventually it did. Anyway, there's some miscellaneous manga. We have Fairy Tail, Tsubasa, Prince of Tennis, Dragon Ball Z, Dr. Slump, Naruto O Parts Hunter, Batum, D-Grade Man, Strawberry 100%, Hikaru no Go. Again, gonna eventually be replacing most, if not all, of my English manga with Japanese volumes instead. Anyway, we have some miscellaneous low count volumes down here. But that's going to take a while just because I'm focused on buying like manga that I don't have. I would like to buy all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like all 38, I believe it's 38 issues of it. I really need to get rid of these shelves. It's hard to keep them clean. I have 4 cats, even though the cats are not really allowed in here. They don't usually come in here unless I come in here, and I don't come into this room often. I can go weeks without coming into this room. So they don't come in here often, but even still with 4 cats, it still gets very, very hairy and dandruffy and just crazy. There's always cleaning with cats around. These are all new volumes from last year, I believe. I guess I should actually go for the names. They should be recognizable, but just in case, we have Katekyo Hitman Reborn, all 42 of those. Need to get around to reading that. What is this? What is the name of it in Japanese? It's like Nanatsu no Taisen. Let's see here. No, Nanatsu no Taisei. 7 Deadly Sins, anyway. Chainsaw Man, Sayonara A. Marshall, Akane no Banashi, Ao no Hako. Shirokuma Cafe. This is Suzuka. I'm actually planning to start reading this one soon. I think my Japanese is finally around the level where I can begin reading that. And we have Burn the Root, which I have some random like damp rids in here just because where I live it gets very humid in the summers, so I buy those, and I need to get a dehumidifier instead of just paying like $10 to $20 on those like couple times a year. Anyway, these are new things that I got like this week. A couple of anime mixed in with it. Speed Racer. Pretty sure I already had like some of these DVDs, but all these DVDs were like 25 cents or 95 cents. All of them was really cheap, so I don't believe I have this Inuyasha volume. There's a couple there, but I have that one, and I might have some more singles that I need to go through. Anyway, this isn't really an anime video. Why am I going over the anime right quick? Let's see here. We have Yorona Kenshin, Busou Renken, Gunblaze West, Angel Sanctuary, Magic Knight Rayearth, which I do, that's part 2. I do have part 1. It's just with the rest of the Clamp volumes, I think. That's some Japanese whiskey. It's probably the best Japanese whiskey I've had, and I don't even like Japanese whiskey that much. I've tried 4 or 5 different brands, some expensive brands, like that one was over $100, and even still it's not great. I'm definitely more of a bourbon drinker. Chainsaw Man English, the only one that I got of that. I got that like right whenever it first came out, because the manga's actually been out here quite a long time before the anime even released. So I got that, read through that, and I just had it over here because I was curious, like, if there was any differences, like, other than the aesthetics. Like, sometimes with your Japanese manga, under the dust covers, it might have images or like bonus pages and stuff that aren't in the English one. So I was just comparing, and for the most part, it seems exactly the same. So not a big difference there. We have Ultimate Muscle, Kurohime, Ranma Half, bunch of those. Inuyasha, which you need to get that in Japanese because it is damn near impossible to get that full manga in English now. Like, you can get like the first 30 or so volumes like pretty easily, but whenever you get into like the 40 volumes and the 50 volumes, it's It's very hard to find those, even like used on eBay, unless you somehow look out and find like a full 56 volume set in English. It's going to be very expensive to buy them all on like Amazon or somewhere, or you're just going to have to wait and hopefully get lucky and find like those volumes on eBay. Under here we have the Naruto Collector set, all 7 of those. This is just, I keep all the movie tickets to basically every movie that I've seen since 2016, but I started going to the movies a lot in 2018, and I've just gone quite a bit since then, mostly for a lot of anime movies. I watched Film Red twice, Kaguya-sama movie, stuff like that. But I enjoy going to the theater now. It's like the one time I get to relax and rest. These are just strategy guides because I do collect those as well. Anyway, we have some Japanese manga here. I believe it's JoJo's Part 1, 2, skip Part 3, Part 4, skip Part 5, which I do need to get because that's one of my favorite parts. Like, Parts 4 and 5 are my favorites so far. But I've only read up through 6 and part of 7, so I have not read all of 7 or 8. And we have Part 6, Shijo Saikyo no Deshi Kenichi. All but the final volume of that. I still need to pick that up. I'm still missing volume 61. And what was the name of this one? This one has some weird name. It's, well, at least it's in Romanji, so that's going to help me with the kanji. Tokiwa Kitarebi. It did not last too long. It's one of those series that Shun Matsuena, like, he did like 4 series after Kenichi, and none of them did too well. And his current one, which is like 008, it's something in 008, and that one's been doing pretty well. It's made it over 20 volumes now, I believe. Sket Dance, need to finish that. Medaka Box, again, it's only 23 volumes, and I just never picked up the final ones. Nozomi It's Kimio, I believe that's only 12 volumes, so only 7 left to go on that. Rave, probably just going to buy that over with a full set run of that. Tolaru, got all that. Darkness, missing 13 volumes of that. Miscellaneous volumes. Domestic Nakanojo, G edition, well, G-Maru edition, because it actually has G-Maru. If I can get it to focus. It's not focusing. It's not focusing. Anyway, it's G-Maru edition. Anedoke, Hitman no, which is just Hitman, all 13 volumes of that. Bastard, Witch Watch, Sakamoto Days, Ayakashi Triangle, Hansu Etsutorasu, Ichikyu Peke, forget what the full name of that one is. What's that one? It's like Maji Karasu. It's, oh yeah, Magical Eyes, and that's basically what it translates to, Magical Eyes. This one actually it didn't get canceled, but the author, I guess, he finally settled down, had a wife and kid, and it's like, well, maybe he had a kid, maybe he just got a wife. Anyway, the artist for it basically just put it on indefinite hiatus because he didn't want to draw raunchy stuff like this and leave that as, he didn't want to continue drawing stuff like this having a family, so unfortunately that'll probably never be finished. A couple of miscellaneous, like, short series, Prison School, Okusan, which I do need to catch up on. That's a series I do enjoy. Miscellaneous, Is This Woman a Fiction, Seishun Pop, some more shorter series. I do need to get the rest of this. Only 1 volume comes out a year, so I don't know why I've never caught up on it. It's only up to like volume 8. It's like Ooki Ononoko wa Daisuki desu ka? Do you like big girls? Yuria 100 Shiki, Nana Tokaru, then we have Black Label, then we have, what is this one, Last Year. I think this one is finished as well, so need to pick that up, and need to pick up the rest of the original run. And then that's just a lot of Yuta Muzume's works as well. Love Junkies, probably never going to finish that. Hell Knight, Fire, 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 which is by the artist of High School of the Dead, Nana, and Dr. Suzume. I guess I can go over this really briefly. It's basically just a bunch of like anime and stuff up here, just miscellaneous stuff that I haven't put away or have a true place for. My Koku set is expensive. Then we have my Dress Up Darling, the Japanese set. Still need to get the final 3 of those. Bunch of Dragon Stars figures. Bunch of magazines, Jump issues, the English ones, the Japanese ones, Jump Squares, Shoujo Beat, Yen Plus, Neo, whatever that magazine is. It's like a UK anime magazine that for some reason was published here. I believe it's still being published here. Well, not published here, but they bring it over here. Bunch of other miscellaneous stuff, art books, anime magazines, just irregular sized stuff. Go there just to get it out of the way. Again, irregular sized, big size stuff. We have the Bleach set, which all 21 volumes are in that, which is basically all duplicates, Tenjo Tenge. I have some Vinland Saga and some Adventure Kid and La Blue Girl, stuff like that in there. Duplicates of magazines here. Food Wars. This is where I was in the 5K that I ran at the beginning of the month. Let's see here. I might actually have to grab my phone and try to get some light over here because a lot of these shelves are very dark and will not show up well. Okay, got a little bit of light. We have Osamu Tezuka works there, Negima duplicates, Shaman King 1 through 32, so that's complete. Mermaid Saga, I believe that has a 4th volume, and I am missing that. Oran High School Host Club and Black Cat Complete and Raul Omega Graph. And this is just double-sided over here, so I'm going to try to... I guess we'll go over on this side first. We have all of Monster, Pluto, 20th Century Boys, Master Keaton, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, Haikyuu. Again, it's not too wide, so I can't really get further enough back to film it in a good way. So, a bunch of One Piece issues, Air Gear, Oh My Goddess. Definitely going to pick that up in Japanese. Just the English volumes got incredibly expensive to collect, and I'm probably just never going to finish that off in English. Tokyo Ghoul, Silent Mobius, some more random ones. Black Lagoon, Eagle, My Hero Academia. I haven't bought any of those in a long time. Isn't that up to like almost volume 40 in Japan? It's been a long time. I need to just buy it in Japanese. We have Boys B. We have some of the Clamp series, quite a few of those. Bunch of shorter series. Kashimashi. Fullmetal Alchemist. Akitate Japan. Akitate Japan. Saber Marionette J. We have some small manga there. Let's see here. D. Gray Man, Barrage, which is by the creator of My Hero Academia, Portis, really good short horror manga. These are basically just a bunch of miscellaneous volumes that some duplicates and just shorter series that I didn't have room to fit on other shelves. I usually use shorter series and random series like at the end of a shelf if I don't have a longer series going on, just to help keep it a bit better organized. We have all the Claymore, Battle Vixens, Battle Club, Monster Musume, World War Blue. Let's see here, Platinum N. Oh, alright, and Zombie Powder. Dream Nay. Chibi Vampire Life, My Love Story, Black Clover, Haganai, Fire Force, Red River, Woodpool, some of those random ones out there on the end, but both of my hands are full with the iPad and the iPhone for a camera. Vagabond, Oishimbo, Kakaishi, Soul Eater Not, Video Girl I, Bloody Monday, Aisu, Skip Beat, Ninja Girls, Promise Neverland, and the final shelf, Rave Master, English edition this time. Hellsing Ultimo, which is basically impossible to find in English since Stan Lee died. Just all of those became rare, I guess. I would not call them rare. It's just that when Stan Lee died, everyone bought up everything with Stan Lee's name on it. So that's the reason those are expensive now. Ayore Aoshi, Punch, Tokyo Boys and Girls, Wak Wak, Blue Exorcist, English JoJo's Part 3. I do have some of those. Samurai Deeper Kyo, Slam Dunk, My Cats are getting into stuff. Berserk, Muhyo and Roji's Spiritual Investigation, Othello, Nora. What is that? That's just Nora, right? No, it's Nora, The Chronicles of Devildom. Cage of Eden, some English 7 Deadly Sins, Quintessential Quintuplets, Visions of Love. I need to buy all of that in Japanese because I enjoy that series a lot in English. And again, a bunch of miscellaneous volumes. Dragon Drive, that's another one I need to look up for in Japanese. Alright, so that's basically all of it. That's the manga collection as it stands at the beginning of 2023. Again, quite a bit, but I'm planning to buy quite a bit this year, so we'll see how that goes, if things go well or not. So I will see you in the next video. Later.